Yep, I'm talking about him today. Hello, everyone on the internet. My name's Dan, and I'm gonna be doing my blog intro. But you know what? Let's get into the biggest story about the biggest man on YouTube. I'm talking about the one, the only PewDiePie, known or born as Felix Kelberg, or I can't say her name. It's a Norse name, but PewDiePie recently had a run-in with the Wall Street Journal, who decided to do a hit piece on him. Yeah, and I know people like, you know what? No, nobody's gonna do this, because everyone who's actually seen it is like, this piece, which was a video on the Wall Street Journal. I'll show you a screenshot of it. I'm not gonna tell you to go find it, because although maybe I should, because I've seen a lot of this video got so much hate. The downvotes were strong with this one. I haven't seen something this lopsided in the like to dislike ratio since MTV released that video on the New Year's resolutions for white guys for 2017, and it was very racist. No, they attacked quite literally the emperor of YouTube. I hate to be said, but PewDiePie is the biggest channel on YouTube. He's got 53 million subscribers. They had an event and a whole new play button just to reward him for that milestone. So, what happens? So the Wall Street Journal does this hit beat, and a lot of his backers just shit their pants. Disney backs out. YouTube Red drops his second season for his show, his YouTube Red show. You know what PewDiePie does? He basically says, "Fuck you." He says, "You know what? Screw you." You know what? From what I've heard, the reason why they were doing this is PewDiePie for the longest time wasn't. He was like a duck in the water. He just let the water roll over him, didn't care. I think this just set him off, because the article, if you look at it, basically accuses him of being anti-Semitic. They're literally going in and showing, yeah, he did some off-color jokes, but I think this, a lot of people coming out the background, a lot of the big channels. I saw a live stream today with held by Sargon and Fakad, where Boogie came out, where Philip DeFranco, where JonTron, they all came out and said this is bullshit. He's just, they're just trying to make a big deal out of something. And a lot of people says this, I believe actually this might be the end of the regress of social justice, because a lot of these guys, like, I can push at him. I really hope that I wouldn't blame PewDiePie if he sued the three guys for slander. Technically, it's because, yeah, or is it libel? No, is it libel or slander? I don't know when it comes to videos. Well, a lot of it was done in print, so I guess it would be libel, but they cost him money, and it's defamation. I wouldn't blame him if he did it. And what's interesting? This is almost the rising of the big YouTubers against this very aggressive, very anti-free speech thing. I looked at the video and everyone was saying on the Wall Street Journal, you basically say, you guys are sick, you guys are disgusting. There was not one positive comment. And the only positive comment I saw were people agreeing with the people shitting on the video. So we're you fucked up so bad, Walter. You just took it right up the ass. You fucked the wrong pooch. And I'm wondering if this will kind of lead to the. Someone's pointing out is that this has kind of led to the. This has been a trend that we've seen the fall of social. It's still kind of its death row. But I'm wondering if we're going to see the beginnings of a media war. I don't mean like I mean like the mainstream media have really been, they're kind of in their winning part. These are the big. A lot of people consume this stuff through things like YouTube, mainly YouTube or online articles. So it's almost like they're trying to defame someone like PewDiePie because they're trying to gain back the kingdom they lost. I'm sorry, but you're not gonna get that back. I mean, you have to get with the times. And you know what? The minute I heard about, because I looked at some for his content, he's been, though he's been again really outspoken more recently about what he commented on the YouTube Heroes thing. How it's kind of bullshit. He commented on a bunch of things like after smaller channel. He's the good king, if you think about it. He's the guy who he's at or the good general. He's the guy who basically says, "Hey, I'm this large, huge guy. I'm still gonna help people out," and that's really admirable. And I think that's why a lot of people backed him up personally, but not just because of his fan base, but people like me. I didn't even used to watch PewDiePie stuff. The minute I saw this, and I look at his kind of look at some of the stuff he was talking about, like the YouTube Heroes and all that back, I'm like, fuck, he gets it. He gets the problems. And I went like, dude, I am now following. I now am subscribed to PewDiePie, and I'm so glad to see that again other people have come out and back for him. And you know what? Show your support for PewDiePie. He's an awesome dude. And you know what? In honor of him, here's the bro fist. And peace. I'll see you later.